morning, everyone, and welcome to the Birds and the BS, where we encourage you to actually take the advice you give your children.
Oh my, this guy seems like he has two sticks up his butt. Like, seriously, he is such a stuck-up motherfucker. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I mean, just look at the way he presents himself. Look at everything. Look at the way he presents himself and everything. It's just, he seems like that one person who thinks he knows everything about everything, when in reality, he's ignorant to the world around him. Hey guys, Callence here. Today we are back with a brand new video. Today we are taking a look at a video talking about gun control. Now before we get into anything, you might be wondering to yourself, okay Callence, what happened to the face cam? Well, it's actually really simple. How do I explain this delicately? I just don't want to use face cam. I think it takes away from the style. I think the last video we did, what we covered, which was toddler beauty pageants, I think I like the style of my character, my baby zombie character, like in the middle of the screen, rather than having my face there, mainly because I'm an ugly motherfucker. But either way, I just feel it's more stylish, plus my hair is always a mess, so that's real fun. But anyways, let's get into this retarded video.
Today's letter comes from Allie in Alabama.
No.
Mr. Jordan, my son is always playing with his gum and spitting it on the floor, so I've made a no gum in the house rule. My daughter says she always uses her gum responsibly, so it's still her right to chew. Should I let my daughter keep her gum?
Indeed. You see, why punish the girl when she did nothing wrong? It's just that simple.
Imagine for a moment that I am surrounded by people who play with their gun.
Oh great, the whole gun analogy. You're treating the government as if they're your parents. Well, there's two problems with that. One, the government is not your parents. Secondly, I may not be an adult, but I would find it quite insulting if the government treated me as if I was a child.
These people spitting bullets all over, would my mother still let me keep my gun? Here to answer that question is my favorite mother from live musicals on TV, Anna Gastein.
Can I just mention that this person right here looks like the definition of an SCW? Aside from the fact that she does not have blue, purple, green hair.
If I were using my gun the right way, but others weren't, would you still let me keep mine?
Of course not.
I hate that mother character. I hate Anna Gastein so much. I don't know if this is just all scripted or if she actually believes this shit, but the way she talks in this video is so infuriating. Replay that clip real quick.
Of course not.
She is the most annoying character, and I don't know if they scripted her to sound like that or if she did that on her own or whatever the case may be, but she is so annoying.
It's a fair point you make. This was not your mistake. I'm a law-abiding son. Why take away my gun? But as a mother in charge of your fun, the acts of another can ruin it for everyone.
That's because, as you always say...
This is why we can't have nice assault weapons or you-know-what, guns of any kind. When it comes to our kids, it's time for us to step in instead of think and pray for peace of mind.
First of all, let me just straight up say that the whole concept of taking away your guns because of the safety of your child is kind of bullshit. Now hear me out for a second. Why do school shooters, why do they specifically target schools? There's obviously a motive behind it, and sure, you can always just use a scapegoat that, oh, they're just crazy, horrible people, demented, horrible people, which I'm not going to disagree with. I mean, yeah, these people are obviously demented. They obviously are not well in the mind. They're obviously very, very horrible people that deserve to die. They're literally killing people for whatever sick, demented reasons they have. But there's obviously a reason why they choose schools, and it's not just because they're crazy. The reason for that is because schools, I don't know if you know this, but they're weapon-free zones. And I'm not saying gun-free zones, I'm saying weapon-free zones. And I mean weapons specifically because you can't have knives, you can't have guns, you can't have anything that resembles a weapon. You can't have real guns, fake guns, paper guns, pen guns. Last time I checked, the biggest goal for a school shooter is to kill as many people as they possibly can without, getting killed. So the easiest target would be schools.
The government says sacrifices sometimes should be made in the name of the greater good.
Do you know what government says that sacrifice should be made in the name of the greater good? Authoritarian dictatorships.
And when guns kill kids,
Guns don't kill kids. People kill kids. I hate it when people use this. I hate the thing I hate even more than that last thing, or in the name of the greater good thing, is the fact that people say guns kill people. Fuck no. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And I hate it when they say that because guns are not sentient beings. When was the last time we said knives kill people? When was the last time we said a car killed that person? No, we don't blame the tool that was used to kill the person. We blame the person. Who do we send to jail? Do we send to jail the person who shot the other person? Or do we send the gun that shot the other person to jail? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean shot the other person. I meant the gun that had its trigger literally pulled back, which released the bullet traveling at X miles per hour into the person. No, we send the person to jail. The person who committed the murder goes to jail.
That's exactly what they always do. They shoot us down by invoking the Second Amendment.
Because the Second Amendment's very important. I don't know. The Second Amendment is an amendment that was guaranteed that we have by the Constitution. It is our God-given right, man.
Don't they understand how much there is to lose?
Of course they understand how much there is to lose. How much there is to lose if you invoke these stupid bullshit policies to get rid of our Second Amendment. You see, my biggest issue, other than the fact that you're taking away my guns, is the simple fact that you're allowing the government to take away our other rights. You see, if you say it's all for the greater good and the government can take away our guns because it's all for the greater good, what's stopping them from saying, hey, that First Amendment, the freedom of speech and the freedom of religion, all those cool shit? Well, you're not allowed to have that because guess what? It's for the greater good. You see, your freedom of speech is causing someone physical pain because you're hurting them. You see, you're triggering them. Your words are physically, mentally, and emotionally hurting this person over here. Therefore, you don't have your freedom of speech because they're hurting someone. Therefore, we can't have that. Plus, your opinions disagree with ours. Therefore, we don't agree with you. Therefore, just give me your freedom of speech and your freedom of religion. Well, bloody hell, man, your religion is clashing with our religion. Therefore, you can't have that religion. You have to follow our religion, which is the government controls everything. Believe in the government.
There are lives at stake and don't forget whose. Nothing's more important than the safety of a child. So time to take your guns and the rhetoric you stockpile.
Okay, well, folks, we've reached new levels of retardedness. You see, if you want to protect your child, the best way to do so is quite simple. Have the school armed with weapons to protect the child, more specifically the security. If you don't agree with that, then how about protect your own child at your own home by homeschooling them, you fucking morons?
But even we liberals can't go after the Second Amendment itself.
Why not?
I mean, we just don't. It's always, look, we're not saying we're coming for your guns.
Actually, now we are.
At least they're being honest.
This is why we can't have compromise. I understand you think that hunting's neat, but sometimes our pastimes jeopardize our lives, which matter more than your precious ski.
I love how these liberals don't even understand why we have the Second Amendment. They think that we're gonna use it, to go hunting, as if every gun-wielding American's just a idiot who goes out and hunts all day. They stick their gun up their arse and they hunt. They go hunting and they pull it out of their arse and go shoot like some bears and shit. No. Although, yes, I can see people having enjoyment in hunting, and I haven't done it myself, but I can definitely see why people might want to go hunting. It seems like an enjoyable sport. But and 9 times out of 10, the main reason why a person would keep a gun isn't just to go hunting. Maybe that might be their pastime. I don't know. Not judging them. But it's to protect themselves against a tyrannical government.
I understand you really had a ball. Then one lone wolf went and ruined it all. And by one, I mean 96 deaths a day.
Oh, I like how they use this actual statistic thing, as if this isn't a real statistic. 96 deaths per day. Well, in reality, they're not taking into account, like, actual suicides or accidents or whatever. So all they're taking into account is the statistic that says 96 people die every day due to guns. Let's give in for a moment. Let's just say this statistic is actually real, and potentially about 100 people every single day die because of gun violence. Well, guess what? The United States has approximately 300 million citizens. And let's do the math real quick. That means you have a 1 in 3 million chance of being shot every day. A 1 in 3 million chance.
Safety and guns for protection.
Allow me to issue a logic correction. A gun beneath your pillow makes you feel secure. Till you think your granny's a burglar, then it loses its allure.
No, I would never think my granny's a burglar for a multitude of reasons. First of all, my grandmother doesn't even live with me. Secondly, even if she did, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't just come into my room while I'm sleeping. That's just kind of absurd and kind of creepy to think about. But, let's say, hey, hypothetically, she left something in my room, maybe her glasses or something. I would not hide my gun underneath my pillow. I would hide it in my safe. But, hey, I'm just a responsible gun owner.
They say a good guy with a gun could stop a bad guy with a gun.
But neither has to die if neither one has one.
This is absolutely ridiculous. These people actually legitimately think that criminals will give up their own guns if it's illegal. Like, as if, criminals are these well-behaved people who never commit crimes. Well, let me tell you something real quick. Do you think a criminal who's about to commit a crime, such as mass murder, do you think they really care where they get the guns from, whether it be legally or illegally? No one is gonna care. No criminal is going to care where they get their weapons from. As long as they can get their hands on a weapon, they're not gonna care. Because anything can be used as a weapon. Even if we, in theory, say this is a good idea. In theory, let's say, oh, this works, and these people stop using guns. Well, they'll start using something else, like knives or bats or something else. These people are just such retarded fucking morons.
Who you are as a man isn't found in your gun. And who we are as a country should be safe for everyone.
You know how we could be a safe country? If we arm our citizens to fight against tyrannical governments and authoritarian dictators like these liberal faggots.
This is why we can't have Rambo teachers.
This is why we can't have dummy leaders. This is why we can't have not nice things.
Double negative! I actually really hate double negatives. It's really, really fucking annoying. It doesn't even make sense. This is why we can't have not nice things. So essentially what they're saying is, this is why we can't have bad things? I don't get what they're trying to say.
And when the government needs to be overthrown, get your ass out and vote, cause we can do this alone.
I like how it says repeal the Second Amendment and it has voted and everyone's voting for it. Before we wrap up this video, let me just ask you a simple question. If the government can repeal the Second Amendment, and if the people vote and say, hey, let's repeal the Second Amendment, what's stopping the government from repealing the First, the Third, the Fourth, the Fifth, the Sixth, and all the other amendments? Nothing is stopping them from doing that because, as a society, if we give them the power to just say, hey, here's our vote, you can get rid of our Second Amendment, we don't need it, then they can convince you that, hey, maybe you don't need the First Amendment. Maybe you don't need freedom of speech. Maybe freedom of speech is actually overrated. Man, you don't need free thoughts or anything like that. You just do as we say, and you'll be fine and dandy, bruh. Now to conclude this shitty video, apparently we should get rid of guns completely, because apparently according to this video and all the logic that's involved in it, if we get rid of guns, criminals won't shoot us. They'll be like, hey, look, here's a fucking kitten. Here's a fucking kitten, man. We'll give you a fucking kitten. We won't hurt you. And according to this video, the only reason why people hold guns isn't just for protection. What? Are you kidding? No, we are fucking Americans. We wield guns to shoot bears and hunt, and we stick our guns up our ass, and then we pull it out at the most pristine moment to shoot our own grandmother, because we are retarded and we don't know how to use guns safely. Therefore, we should get rid of them. And of course, the actions of a few horrible, horrible, horrible people should dictate whether or not we should allow guns to be allowed in the United States. So, all in all, this is the best video I've ever seen. It's such a unique video, such a brilliant masterpiece. And to think that these folks here at the Birds and the BS, beautiful name by the way, I get it, it's a reference to the birds and the bees, sexual education. They only got a good 2,900 dislikes, and they've earned my like. They've fucking, no, they haven't. Fuck you. Wait, there we go. And they're just, I'm just done. Kill me now. Goodbye and farewell.